Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between these road warriors and the New Orleans Saints. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. Starting from the 5. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on. Pass the 60.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. So he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
90, 70. Go.
Daniels on first down. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On first down, here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
10 at the 28-yard line.
18-2. 70 Timberwolves.
Again, Daniels to the air. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Cup 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
60 Broncos, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos, 18.
3rd and short, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
19 type. 7 Pirates. Not saying 19. Trap 60. Go.
4th down. Here's Daniels. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And there will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throw again, it's Daniels. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, hey, tip of the cap for really trying to seize control with an 8-0 lead here early. But the success from their opening drive didn't carry over into that 2-point play.
And if anything, partner, really backfired because you gave them a chance to recoup a little momentum they lost. Getting beat down with that drive. Not only that, but if this offense answers touchdown for touchdown, they can actually now take the lead.
Their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He's out in the clear. Touchdown, Houston! The Panthers find an answer with their opening drive. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signature play to end that drive, and you know this in the NFL. For an explosive run for a touchdown, it takes everybody. Everybody up front doing their job, the receivers on the perimeter. That was just job well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different parish.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, but don't put it in harm's way.
Hey, kids, go!
To throw again on 2nd down, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Has it at the 37. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Liking 18.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Tried setting up the screen, but this is intercepted. Into the end zone he goes, pick 6, and a New Orleans touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. 2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
And you know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks, right? The 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, that 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Drop 60, Warriors 17. 19 Riot.
Back to work they go after the interception. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
22 yards.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Panthers.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Dumped off to his running back. Good gain out past the 30. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. The punt heads towards the sideline, not returnable. Well done. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Daniels now on 1st down. Called in left side. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up.
Dragon 60.
Daniels is going to throw again. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air again, Daniels. Brought in right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Still sticking with the passing game. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Let's go. Let's wrap it on, ladies.
Watch twins.
Designed run. Daniels will keep it. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Daniels to throw on 4th. He gets it to Fant. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That was a whole lot of hoofing it all the way across the field before the 2. Tight end and QB could find a window in that zone to get him the ball. He had to earn that catch and every single yard that came with it.
Daniels. On the move, headed right. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different parish. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
Takes it just shy of that end zone. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
19 Tiger.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And goes to the hurry up here.
2nd and 11 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
They give it to him again. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd.
break.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Don't blow away. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7-5. Dragon 60.
Here he goes, third and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert. There and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So that's going to make the field goal try a bit easier for them as the penalty gives them a free 5 yards. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
Fields this one at the 3. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
19 Charger, Warriors 70, 19 Lions.
Now Daniels to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Big gain downfield. At the 20. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt.
Turn 19, 79, trap 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 2. And he's taken out at the 2. He can't find a way into the end zone. And the conversion attempt fails. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
Okay,
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
let's go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Milton out of the pistol here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And that keeps this a 16-point game. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Rock on, lady.
Setting him on the dive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Bronco switch.
Another carry for him. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here. Milton now on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Okay, ready?
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Ready?
He's drawn up for him. And as we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turned it over on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. So we'll get this up across their own 20 on the interception return.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. They connect on the deep shot. 30. He's at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, But eventually, some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 Lion.
And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a one-score game once again.
26. Panthers.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
Return starts at the 3. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, a couple yards short at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's go now. Warriors. 7, 8, kick.
Out of the gun, Daniels. There he goes again. Into the red zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints lead by 14.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cub 19, Cub 19. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. 60 Mavericks. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Devon Achane to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Looking quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 7.
Alert! Alert! Ready?
Back to the well again. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first. Offensive line fast.
Tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go!
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On the jump.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors, Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Cub 19, Cub 19.
They're going to try to throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Buffalo 18, Panther 11, 19 tight. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it over the middle. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
A gain of 4.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Daniels back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. This is our last play of the quarter.
19 Lions. Warriors 70. Hawk 70.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints up by multiple scores, and they've got the football. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 22. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Get it. 19, 18. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Play fake. It's Milton. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Panther 11. Mustang Knights 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer.
Milton. And we put everything he's got behind it. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop him well behind the line of scrimmage.
A big loss on
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
65, Panther, Mustang 19, 7 Pirates.
Daniels. He puts some heat on this deep ball, left side. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Buffalo 18, 1979 Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And That is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
A big loss on the
I'm just
play.
looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Ball in his hands right around midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
Saints 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Drop 50. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Getting out to his left. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
So now here come the Panthers. Big moments as they go for 2.
Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Cup 19. Warriors 70.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game.
26.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60.
Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Noah Fant, incomplete.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Mustang 19.
Now Daniels to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And incomplete.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Kate, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back, a little control, and find a way to cut off the comeback.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
19.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
The running back gets it on the draw. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints up by 8. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 6 Warriors. 17.
To throw, Daniels. Kind of on the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He'll throw it. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On the double.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Panther 50. Cougar 19.
This one left for Daniels. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
18 Rattlers. 19, 18, Pioneer.
The Saints will
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, and 3 conversions, that's job well done.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 70 up, 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Panther 11. Panther 11. With Lion. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead.
Kate, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he's able to throw that ball right over their heads.
So now here come the Panthers. Big moments as they go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll try it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Okay, partner, in that spot, you got to go for it there. Make it a 1-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for 2?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. Yeah, we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 2-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
And no problem for the Saints as they cover it up. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense.
18 Cardinal, 18 Buffalo.
We're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 cut, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different pair.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returnable from the 2. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45. First and 10 now from the 46.
65, 70 Timberwolves, 70 Cup 19, Cup 19.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. So it'll be 2nd down.
19 sight, Buffalo 8, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Headed out right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. 5 men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. To throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Desperation time here. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Viking 18.
Check,
18. 19. Bronco 80.
On first down, here's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Dragons. 18 card. 69. Ready.
From the red zone now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Panthers make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it